Did you know ginseng, a plant known for its medicinal use, can go for over $1,000 per pound? Plant poaching may not seem as exciting or relevant as animal poaching, but it has just as big of an impact. When you remove any species from its natural habitat, especially those that are essential to survival of others or those that are rare, it can have devastating effects down the food chain. Taking away plants means taking away sources of food and shelter for the surrounding ecosystem and resources for us humans. I have an intense passion for conservation, and I'm even a biology major. So when I first heard about this speech, I immediately thought about poaching. Whenever I started doing my research, I first thought of what animals do people not really think about, and then I thought, why does no one talk about plants? I have done extensive research on this topic, and I hope to share some new and surprising information that will encourage you to help. Plant poaching is becoming an increasing problem because of the loss of biodiversity and resources, so to help, we can start using drones in hard-hit areas such as North Carolina and state parks. Plant poaching is any illegal removal of rare or endangered plants or taking of plants from prohibited or private-owned property without permission. Plant poaching can have serious effects on the surrounding wildlife as well as down the line. When you take any organism away from a community, there is now a hole in the ecosystem that must be filled. If these plants are not able to replenish due to overpicking, then you have decreased biodiversity, which is a variation or variety of organisms. It is good to have increased biodiversity because it gives plants a higher chance to survive disease or survive changes in the environment. This is due to the increased variety of genes. So, this decrease in environment and decrease in genes prevents us, as in humans, from discovering plants that could possibly help in medicinal use or for agricultural use. Ginseng, for example, is one of those plants in trouble. According to Nat Geo Wild, researchers found that only around 1 to 15% of seeds become seedlings, and from those, only 8 to 31% actually survive to become mature plants. And even with this difficulty of reaching maturity, the plant will most likely be poached anyways. Another example is from Anna Valley, a graduate from the University of Tampa with a BS in psychology and biology and a focus on animal behavior. She shares her concerns about diminishing populations of Venus flytraps. She shares that due to the lack of education and small population of wild Venus flytraps within North Carolina, they are taking a hard hit from those that just want to make a quick buck. While this problem does not get the recognition it deserves, there is hope. A possible solution could be to implement drones into areas that we know are hard hit. They already use drones equipped with high-resolution cameras and infrared scanning in areas of Africa. This could be used to survey areas that are hard to get to, such as deep bogs in the forest in North Carolina, or over the Great Smoky Mountains where a healthy population of ginseng is found, but it is too vast to be adequately monitored. The use of these drones have shown a reduction in poaching in areas such as Zimbabwe and Malawi. Constant surveillance, especially when poachers don't think they're being watched, that is key to catching them. According to an article written on gogreen.org, Air Shepherd, a foundation that has made major headway in the solution in Africa, observed that in South Africa's Kruger National Park, no rhinos were being killed during a 6-month period with drone surveillance in 2016. And this is compared to the 20 rhinos that were killed over a 6-month period without drone surveillance. Otto Walmer-Elg, the head of a pioneering group of conservationist entrepreneurs and researchers that are at Air Shepherd, say that this use of drones has the potential to spread anywhere where there is illegal poaching, and believes that the alternative is you go and deal with a carcass of the dead animal in the morning, or in this case, the absence of wild plants and diversity. He knows that the solution is to deal with poachers before they kill the wildlife that they are after, and by taking these fragile ecosystems back is the way to do it. While this problem may not seem as big as others, it has major repercussions for our ecosystem and potentially our future development in science. Ginseng and Venus flytraps are only two of the over 13,000 species listed as threatened or endangered. One solution may be to implement drones. One solution may be to implement a solution that they are already using for animals, drones. We can monitor hard to see our covered areas and prevent the poaching before it happens. I wanted to bring new knowledge to everyone about a topic that I am sure not many know about. Poaching for the sake of a pretty flower or monetary gain is never right, but we do have ways to prevent it. I want to leave with a reminder to all that your footprint in nature will always have an impact. It is your choice whether it's good or bad. Thank you.